badder than. Anyway we see them, we a bang pan another one. Bust up 4 5 down, go one Remington. Any boy this ballot on them in a Kellington. Bad man, you know where vibes can done. Vibes can done, we kill a sound boy for fun. Big bad man from outer England. Bassline drop, I tell you who
Nobody better than we. Nobody better than we. Nobody better than we.
Badder than, bad from me bad. Where you get your badder from? Thing where me get. Coulda come from Afghanistan. They don't want see this cross, make me have it on me hand. Badder man, you know me vibes can done. Lyrics them a fire like a bullet from a gun. Big badder man from outer England. When me lyrics start fire, watch out some boy run.
Yo, walk with the rapper pam pam. From a guy this day program, shot a slam. Them say them a bad man, me a fi hawk. Which one? When we a fire shot, pull pin and fling bomb. Them dead me a fi trample them like king. Dogs pull up by your foot and none of them no sing song. Balaclava pan face, matic in a hand. When I have time for waste with the rapper pam pam. Shot a slam me badder than.
Nobody better than we.
badder than. Badder than, badder than,
badder than.
Test. And we welcome you live to the Dragons Turf Field here on the campus of Howard Community College for the Lacrosse home opener, featuring our visitors, the Black Knights of Army Prep, and your Howard Community College Dragons. Hello once again, folks. This is the big man on the mic, Isaac Donsky, welcoming you into our booth. It's a bit crowded up here. We got a lot of people up here today, and I'm so excited to be back on the call here for this home opener for Dragons Lacrosse. Dragons, of course, coming off a bit of a difficult season last year. They went 3-10, were a first-round exit in both the Region 20 and the national tournament. But head coach Eric Faust is confident that this team is going to perform this year. They have a very talented freshman class, and they get a big challenge right out of the gate as they face off against Army Prep, one of the top prep schools in the country. Let's take a look at the starting lineups before we take a bit of a break. Here are your starters for Army. Starters as follows: number 2, Gus Bell; number 3, Ethan Meyer; number 4, Robert James; number 8, Jack Bell; number 9, Aiden Bross; number 11, Daniel Odell; number 14, Jake Martini; number 19, Fred Swingle; number 20, Anthony Latero; and number 21, Eli Colbreth. Number 19, Fred Swingle, will be in goal for the Black Knights. Here are your starters for the Dragons. Number 8, William Pesci; number 9, Logan Faust; number 14, Joseph Wolf; number 15, Jack Faze; number 21, John Stubbs; number 22, Mitchell Dua; number 23, James Scott; number 31, Caden Hawk; number 40, Jason Dean, who will be in goal; and number 50, Jackson Shekor. Now, before we get to the action, we are going to take a break, and I will let you folks know that due to a little shortage in staff today, I'll be doing live stats at the start of the show, so you won't hear my voice until a few minutes into the game. By that point, we will get things started. We're going to go ahead and take a break, and when we come back, it'll be the start of the first game of the 2025 men's lacrosse season.
Howard Community College is where dreams take flight and opportunities are boundless. No matter where you are in life, you'll have a college experience that fits your needs. Receive support through more than just financial aid, tutoring, and childcare assistance. Gain momentum with accelerated courses and faculty you care. Experience a vibrant community where friendships are formed, passions are pursued, and memories are made. When you graduate, you'll have the degree, skills, confidence, and connections to thrive in today's ever-changing world. Explore endless possibilities in Dragon Country. Discover more at howardcc.edu today.
Badder done. Anyway we see them, we a bang pan another one. Bust up 4-5 down, go one Remington. Any boy this ball
Yo, I'm cold too, bro. Yeah, please. Let me try. Let me try. That would be the best thing, but we have to put this on our leg. Like if I do this, we have to.
So I'm probably back and forth, but most of my he told me to probably be on that side of the field and then have back again. Might be able to.
I moved the field, the whole team.
That's why people look at the late start times. I'm like, that's a lot of time. It is great. I got work at home.
Is this
Yeah, well, they're in Atlanta today, so yeah, it's over.
Doesn't make sense if you're like an mountain thing.
Well, the broadcasters, it's just real tight. It's like close to where they can catch stuff for some money. And I see
The max?
the thing is though. As a younger fan, I love it. I get work time in the morning. Yeah. At 3 o'clock.
Like
Kind
yeah, so it should time you like that. So hour 30 is so yeah, 2 hours. If it's like 15 to 10, with that, I don't think you gotta cut this.
careful what you say, because I drove my quick up to get home.
No, I appreciate you. It's always fun. Over my bed so it's fun.
I'm gonna celebrate whatever. Like, I know when we make sure play.
You were here last game, right? Next time I might take those.
I pick up a lot.
I mean, we don't have a lot. We have more soap.
Oh, Mark was like, no. Like, oh, it's very nice. Oh,
Do the opposite actually.
game went on. I thought you were kidding me. That's why I ball, grab ball, and ran by.
How many people would give you have to move it? Do we move it now? No, we might move the Victor one. Like football thing. I know. I want to show up and they're playing. I'm like, oh, I guess I'm doing it. That's the problem. Problem. How much time did you put in? Oh, bring it down here real quick. They probably don't want to touch you though. It's in between right now. They still in the. We're gonna get it to the Gilbane
Well,
guy.
that's what I'm saying. First of all, it's Gilbane. We give in whatever we can. Second of all, it's brand new. What the fuck are we supposed to do?
Yeah, that's what
They just built it.
They did say the ICT you can put in exactly, and they found the bottom piece. It's sitting over there somewhere.
Oh, okay.
He made it for someplace else, but they did
Track
say they're gonna get that in next week.
Love that. All right.
Progress.
Gilbane's doing it right. That's a Gilbane thing.
That's what I did. They said they're gonna put it out.
Okay, who does it?
Okay, no.
Whoever shows up will do it.
Yeah, okay. I know the guys are like, yeah, they're good, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not. It is hard work. I don't care if like there's enough space to film. I don't care which one goes where. As long as they get hooked up, we're good. Station. So it makes sense to have one.
One, two, three, go!
Right. I don't know. There's not one. Like, still need one. Right? That's just like that. What's up with the Lilos there? I heard anything about that? Lilos. Yeah. One of the guys, I guess, I don't know who it was, why he's been hanging in, but I think Rob, the soccer coach, Joe Geese and stuff. I think he had some boosters in one day. Like, right? But I think I'm assuming Mike or whoever. It's not that easy.
I was going to say that. I'm on your turn.
Find a way to know. But yeah, so that's the last I heard was you tried out doing it. And then we don't have to worry about the sunscreen at all. Just wipe our hands with it and you're
Oh, you're good. Good.
oh, they're panning on hot stuff.
Oh, that's
So sweet. Whoa, whoa, crap. The guy, I think those guys already do. Oh, you didn't hate that.
yeah, the breakdowns are these flying off the tape. Next couple of days, I'm gonna try to put some books like it was only something at the bottom.
We don't have a crank yet for the light bulb.
Because this is supposed to be one flying sideways. So I'm not sure.
Right there. I think the crank is broken. Yes. They didn't do anything about it.
I'll check into it. Feel bad with Harvey being on. On me. Two. Yeah, definitely. Guys are ready, though, right? What? On red. That's why I heard on red. No. On the left. That's when. Now I see. Now I see. Hurry up! Just see the one we saw. James! That's what I would have tried. When you want to lesson. Yeah, James! Good, Mitch. On it. Stop. Zay, take next one. Contact 40. That's it. I you know, right? We need the ball. Joeytown, James. Corners on the elbow. Go, James. Check. Moving. Alright. Get here, Wolf! You can't be running off the field! I think you got it clear!
Yes, Wolf.
Stand down! Stand down!
Kill it! Kill it!
We gotta catch that. They fucking up. White hole, better than that. Hole. All right. 30 seconds. Here we go, man down. Hey, Ben. Let's go. What, 11? Ben, come on.
Hey, when it starts. Hey, Ben, when it starts.
It wasn't great pass, but like we got it. Yeah, Shikor! Oh, shit. Oh. I didn't see the ball. Oh, clear the foul. Yeah, goal! Yeah, goal! There, go! Push! Push! Wait! Team it! Pack it up! Pack it up! Pack it up! 3v3! I don't know. I thought you were excited about it. I didn't keep track of the score. Here we go! Here we go, Archie! Yeah. What was it? Trouble! One. Wait, 30 for one. 30 seconds back. I'm at 80. Here we go, what? Number 4. Go for it. Go for it. I think one. Because he's still gonna go. He's Yeah, James. Stop, stop, one side, stop, one side. Stop, stop, go. Stop, stop. Hey, you're good, dog. Stop, force left. Free slide, free slide. Stay on, dog, stay on. Stop, you're free. Stop free, stop free. Stay on, stop. Kill. Tell me what? You just gotta feel bad. You're trying to play hard. Yeah. job, Mary. Good, Mary. Go, Craigful. Gotta be quick. Gotta be quick. Under. Quick. Bring down. Yes, Tom. Good job, Tom. Yeah, J-Mo.
Down, down. Yeah, it's
Hey, you can settle. Stay on 20. Is that your own 20? Hey, push down. Get that. Let's go. Down that bag. Rico. Take away middle. Go, D. Who's my next out? Who's my next out? I want Sam to get a run here. You three. Who gets the ball? Come on, shoot. Make sure you guys are right. Good save. Right, if they have a violation, they can't go to the next face-off. Why? Why? We don't get that penalty bullshit with the center. Left! Get it, Bob!
I'll keep it.
Seemed like we talked about that anyway. But I know it's he'll be also. That's what I saw. Honestly, I was thinking about mine, but I think she's got not staffed.
Yeah, man, if you can go to the can, go to fucking can. Like you always are dodging your course, right? If you draw the slide, that's what I'm looking for. But if you can just fucking go to the can, that's it. Let's do it. Push, push.
Hey,
No, I got it. Press it. Just run.
just how do you get from the ball? Like, an hour and
He's got to, but he's not gonna do it. He's gonna try and find it.
Good, actually.
Yes or no, they give you a heads up. That time.
She just asked for you overwhelmed too.
Today, so
She's kind of like,
Dale didn't worry about that. No, we got that. I like it. So far.
Get a lot of
Already.
back to us I did. I don't know. Maybe it's I used to have it. No, you did this right. Wait to get rid of it. They did this. Yours the food. I had it. It was over there. I know. What? I know that's what I think. That was something that
clock on the face-off, don't start it until the ground ball is picked up with the possession ball. There's no, the shot clock doesn't start with the game clock. It starts with the picked up. Does that make sense, guys? Thank you. The official just said that to me. That's why I'm saying it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You want to hear why? Go, Jay. Here we go, Jay. Let's go, Jay. Oh! Yeah, Jay! Oh! Right, right! Wolf! Bob! Wolf! Look at 20! Look at 20, Wolf! 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 Down that! Do that! We'll get higher.
Did he get it?
Yeah, for the NFL.
I play on the board. I got you. It's time to get late. No, no, no. It's just like they can't get y'all out. Y'all out. One. So it's like two less players than it's
So we are 2 men down.
or one. Five.
Find the shorty. Short. House. Work with the John. That's the 80. That's a reset. 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 Got it.
Well, folks, we're going to go into the half here. Again, we apologize for the lack of commentary, but once we get our full crew up here, I'll be able to jump back on the mic. But what a half it's been so far. 5 goals from freshman Logan Faust in his debut. The Dragons lead 11-9 after a wild sequence in the final seconds. It's been a fun game so far. We're looking forward to it. We'll be back in about 10 minutes with the start of the second half, and hopefully I'll be able to call the game for you. In the meantime, we're going to turn it over. We're going to take a break.
What do we do with the penalty?
Badder done. Anyway we see them, we a bang pan another one. Bust up 4-5 Nanko, 1 Remington. Any boy this ballot on them in a Kellington. Bad man, you know where vibes can done. Vibes can done, we kill a sound boy for fun. Big bad man from outer England. Baseline drop, I tell you who baseline.
Nobody better than we. Nobody better than we.
Badder than, bad from me bad. Where you get your badder from? Thing where me get, coulda come from Afghanistan. They no want see this cross, make me up in me hand. Badder man, you know me vibes can done. Lyrics them a fire like a bullet from a gun. Big badder man from outer England. When me lyrics start fire, watch out some boy run.
Yo, walk with the rapper pam pam. From a guy this day program, shot a slam. Them say them a bad man, me a fi hawk. Which one? When we a fire shot, pull pin and fling bomb. Them dead be a fi trample them like king. Dogs pull up on your foot and none of them no sing song. Balaclava upon face, matic in a hand. When I have time for waste with the rapper pam pam. Shot a slam me badder than.
Nobody better than we.
Badder done.
Badder done.
Howard Community College is where dreams take flight and opportunities are boundless. No matter where you are in life, you'll have a college experience that fits your needs. Receive support through more than just financial aid, tutoring, and childcare assistance. Gain momentum with accelerated courses and faculty you care. Experience a vibrant community where friendships are formed, passions are pursued, and memories are made. When you graduate, you'll have the degree, skills, confidence, and connections to thrive in today's ever-changing world. Explore endless possibilities in Dragon Country. Discover more at howardcc.edu today.
Carry you
can tell that you're high too. That's okay with me, 'cause I just wanna party with you. 'Cause when we hit the beat, baby, I just wanna party with you all night. Someone on the phone, 'cause I can't hold my tongue.
All right, folks. We got some commentary now. We got our full squad up in here. Missing a great game so far. It's 11-10 in favor of the Black Knights, as there was a nice save there. It's been a pretty wild game. 11-10 in favor of the Dragons. It's been a fun game so far. Logan Faust for the Dragons has been playing out of his mind with 5 goals so far. But Army Prep has been getting good here, and Daniel Odell just scored a few minutes ago to make it 11-10. Dragons have a chance here. Number 5, that's Ian Smith getting his first action of the game. Didn't play a lot in the first half. We're going to see what he does here in the second. Passes it off to number 8. That's William Pesci. Pesci, a little feint, gets it out to John Stubbs, 21, who's been an impact. Stubbs shoots, scores, and it's 12-10 Dragons. This has been a fun game so far. The Dragons they played Army Prep last year. And we're not going to beat around the bush. It didn't go well. They got smacked. But this is a much better team according to head coach Eric Faust. You can probably see out there the khakis walking out into the field a little bit. Dragons got to a little trouble in the first half. If you were watching but missed the commentary, didn't understand what's going on. Dragons got into some trouble in the first half when they had consecutive penalties, but they survived that man-down situation. They've been dominating on the faceoffs. James Scott, number 23, has been playing out of his mind so far, and he's going to get another ground ball there to win that faceoff. He'll pass off. That's number 11, I believe. That's Nolan Emmett, who scored his first career goal. He's a redshirt sophomore, didn't play next year. Caden Hawk! Hey, the big man, Caden Hawk scores! Long stick midi in there. It's 13-10 Dragons, and that's Caden Hawk. And let me tell you something. I came out here early to set up. Caden Hawk was walking around with no shoes, no socks on in what felt like 20-degree weather. You need a wild man to play lacrosse sometimes, and we just got one there. Dragons spreading the love here as another score. And one of the midfielders, Caden Hawk, his first goal of the season. It's James Scott's going to face off against Daniel Odell for the face-off. Earlier in the game, one of the referees came up and said Odell's not allowed to participate in any more face-offs in the first half. That's number 11, Daniel Odell. He was told not to participate because of some aggression. That was pretty interesting. This Army Prep team, by the way, is a big prep school. Here's Scott winning that face-off. Dragons just dominating the face-offs. Oh, and he gets pushed. That's a flag. And they're going to stop that. That might be a major foul. James Scott got shoved to the ground. Dragons are going to pull up here. Number 12, Joshua Gull goes in. Let's see what the call is. Army's starting, this Army Black Knights team, again, this is their prep team, not their main team. This Army team is starting to show some of the yips as the Dragons are pulling away here. They're up by 3, largest lead of the night. Here's the call. So it's on number 11, Daniel Aldell. It was a hit to the head. It's going to be a full minute penalty and a man-up situation. Man-up situation for the Dragons. So let's see if they can score here. Joshua Gull, number 12, has got the ball. He's got a lot of options down there. You got number 20, Mason Ambrose, who's been having a good game. The man you really want to get the ball to is number 9, who's behind the goal right now. That's Logan Faust, son of head coach Eric Faust. 5 goals so far, all in the first half. He has been dominating this game. They're going to try and get it to him. He passes back out. They go to Pesci. Stubbs shot. Ooh, nice block there by number 19. That's Fred Swiggle. I'll stop it here. Folks, I'll be honest. I have not called lacrosse before, so I'm giving it my best. So if I get anything wrong or I miss something, give me your patience. We're still learning. Have not called lacrosse before. Here's Logan Faust. We'll pass out to Ambrose. Ambrose looking for a target. He's going to pass back to Stubbs. Stubbs shoots, beats the keeper, and scores. It's 14-10. John Stubbs is part of that trio of deadly attackers for the Dragons, along with William Pesci and Logan Faust. And the Dragons exerting their might right now, and they still have 22 seconds on the penalty, too. It's a man-up goal since he didn't serve his full penalty. Want to give a big shout out to everybody who's out here today. I want to give a shout out to the people working in here. I got my main man Diego on camera. You know him. He's been our cameraman basically all season for all of our sports. We got our wonderful volleyball coach Jalen Ivey filling in on live stats, and we got my guys Makai and Anthony working on the scoreboard. We're all packed in here like sardines, but we got a heater, so it's nice. Here's another face-off. Will James Scott win? He got hit in the back of the head again. Army's going to win that one. Oh, no, they won't. The ball pops out like it's a fish flopping around on the deck. A nice pass to John Stubbs to get the ball into attack range. Quick passes here. Dragons looking for an opportunity. And a flag is called. White bench. So the flag is on Ian Smith for the Dragons, who was on the bench. Right. 5. Put 5. So that was Ian Smith, number 5. Somebody on the Howard bench, I think it was Smith, said something to the Army players on the field, and the ref overheard it. So that's the penalty. So both teams are going to be playing with one man down. It's still 5 seconds left on Army's penalty and a full minute. And a full minute. And a full minute for the Dragons. 3, 2. So Army's just going to wait here. They're going to release their guy. And that'll send number 4, Robert James, back out. James was scoring earlier. He was doing a great job. But Army just hasn't been able to find the net here in this third quarter. This could be costly here for the Dragons. Army looking for an opportunity. There's a shot and a score for number 2, Gus Bell. So the Dragons, by the way, number 8, William Pesci, is serving the penalty for the Dragons, but I think it was number 5, Ian Smith, who drew the penalty in the first place. Don't quote me on that, because I do have this headset on. I can't exactly hear everything. 14-11, 3-point game. Dragons would love to get the upset here on Army Prep. This school, by the way, this isn't the Army Black Knights for the U.S. Military Academy. This is their prep school. Most of these guys... Sorry? It's all logged in there. This is their prep school. These are guys who are going to go to Army eventually. They're fresh out of high school, and they're very tough. Remember, they came here last year on the Dragons' home turf, and they whooped us. With honest to God, they whooped us. But right now, we're playing a highly competitive game. This has been a lot of fun to watch, and we're going to see what Army can do here. Looking for a score. Army is moving the ball very well here. Finally getting a little bit of momentum back after they struggled in that first half. Howard's about to get a release with 5 seconds. And they will. Pesci back into the game for the Dragons. Actually, Pesci's going to wait. They're going to send number 21 out instead. Let me check and see who that is. That is John Stubbs. Army making a switch here. They still have possession. About 27 on the shot clock. Ball rolling loose here. Ground ball scooped up by number 14 for Army. That's Jake Martini. He scored a couple today. Gets it to number 20, Anthony Latero. Latero's been a terror up close for the Black Knights. Final seconds on the shot clock dipping away. And Army will not get a shot off. Dragons will get it back. Subs coming in for the Dragons. Number 17, Cyrus Fred Denikos is in. Number 20, Mason Ambrose is in. Number 5, Ian Smith is getting set to come in. And Army's going to send in number 6, Ren Rambo. And number 10, Tyler Malik. I'm going to try to keep track of subs to help our live statter out. That's the one thing that's tricky when it comes to lacrosse. The subs are so quick when you're doing live stats, it is hard to keep up with it. So I'm going to do my best to help out Jalen with our subs, as Caden Hawk subs out. Number 46, Ja'Kai Butler is in. All right, let's see if the Dragons can extend their lead. Pesci, shot off the ground, still loose. Ambrose chasing it down. He'll let it go, and it will be Dragons' ball. Ambrose. I take it himself. He will. Oh, he'll score! Mason Ambrose in the corner. Unassisted. And the 6-foot freshman from up in Eldersburg, Maryland, gets the job done for the Dragons, and it's 15-11. Howard back to a 4-point lead. It's their largest lead of the day. We expect a lot of these games to go like this because I talked to head coach Eric Faust before the season, and he said, look, our defense needs a little bit of work, but we're working on it. We're a very young, very green team. We're going to work on it. Subs coming in for the Dragons real quick. That's number 2, Jamison Smith, a late addition to the roster who comes in. He replaces number 25, Isaiah Rahman. As here's the face-off. It'll be James Scott versus Robert James once more. Battle of the James. Actually, correction, that's number 29, Isaac Roderick. Roderick fighting for it. Loose ball. Who's going to scoop it up? It'll be 11. Nolan Emmett. But he got hit. Ball popped out. Subs getting set to come in for the Dragons. We got number 45, Vance Dalpy out of Windsor, Ontario coming in. He's into the game. Ian Smith is getting set to come in. Joshua Gall's getting set to come in for the Dragons. And here's Dalpy. First time we've seen him today. Number 45, the only international player for the Dragons, as in comes Ian Smith. He'll replace Isaac Roderick. A lot of fun young freshmen on this team. We're looking forward to seeing, and we've seen some of them. I want to see Logan Faust get more involved here. He had 5 goals in the first half, but he's been scoreless so far in this third quarter. Goal. Oh! John Stubbs misses the ball. Rahman and number 43, Jayton McDuffie coming in. Isaiah Rahman is in to back up on the middle, as he'll replace Dalpy. Here's another chance for the Dragons. Here's Faust. Faust! Circling around to the back of the net, looking for an opening. He's going to back up, find his mate in the front there, John Pesci. Pesci backs it up to get it to number 11. That is Nolan Emmett. Emmett was a redshirt last year, didn't play at all, got into this game, and immediately scored his first career goal, so he's making a statement. Again, this is a young Dragons team. There's a shot, Pesci on the ground, wide. That's going to be Army ball, they say. Subs coming in. Rahman's going to go back in. They're going to pull Stubbs. They're going to pull Dalpy. They're going to put Rahman and Jayton McDuffie, number 43, in. And they keep popping Rahman in there to secure the midfield. Now Army looking for an opportunity here. We got a heater up here, by the way, and it feels really, really nice. Just now feeling it. Army looking for an opportunity. Apologies if I'm getting in the way, by the way. There's a chance for number 20 for Army. That's Anthony Latero. Backing up. Ian Smith and his Dragons defense, they're holding him down. Latero goes in with a nice little pass there. They flip it inside. Oh, dropped ball. It's on the ground, and it's scooped up by 15. That's Jack Faze. Faze lost it for a second, but I think the Dragons have got it. They do. Faze has the ball. Pops it over. Rahman misses it. Ground ball is going to be scooped up by, trying to be scooped up by Faust. Somebody grabbed that ball. Dalpy, sorry, that's Ja'Kai Butler, 46, can't grab it. Subs coming in. And finally, Army does get it. One-on-one here. This is Gus Bell. Pushed back, and he scores. Does he score? Hang on. I don't know if he scored. That was a no score. No goal. Yeah, no goal. No goal. Thought he did. That was good. The Dragons were in a bit of a mismatch there, and instead it will be Howard with the ball. So no goal there. Thought it was. It was sneaky. See if the Dragons could extend their lead here. They lead by 4. We got about 4.5 minutes to go in this third quarter. Gotta say, it's been a thrilling game so far, but I want to see if the Dragons could extend it. Here's a shot and a score for number 22, Mitchell Dua. His first career goal. Dua, the freshman midfielder from Mount Airy, Maryland. That gets his first career Dragons goal as we continue to spread the love. I think we've got about 6 or 7 different Dragons who have scored a goal tonight. I keep saying tonight, today. I'm so used to us doing our nightly basketball games that it's got me all confused. But real quick, spring sports are here, folks, and we're looking forward to getting softball going. They just started their season yesterday. As it'll be James Scott once again for the faceoff. Softball playing right now, by the way. They're facing off against Richard Bland in the first of a 3-game series. Last time they checked, they were down. James Scott is out. Ian Smith is in. And they're also going to send in Dalpy, it looks like, and number 12, Joshua Gall. Well, they keep acting like they're going to put Joshua Gall into the game, but they haven't. Cyrus Fredenikos getting set to come in. Dalby, quick pass out to Ian Smith. Now Joshua Gall comes in. He's going to replace number 11, Nolan Emmett. 16-11, Dragons lead. 5-point lead, largest of the day. Dragons are looking very strong here. Defense was a little iffy in the first half, won't lie, but the Dragons have kind of locked it down now, as they have only allowed, as there's a shot and a score by John Stubbs! Boom, boom, Dragons get another one on the board. This is starting to get out of hand. It's a 6-point lead, 17-11. This rally started with just a minute left in the first half. About a minute left in the second quarter when the Dragons started scoring at will on a depleted Army defense. Army's feeling it. How about this? The Howard Dragons, 3-win team from last year, coming out of the gates strong today with a 6-point lead. Love to see it. There'll be another face-off here between James Scott and Robert James. Scott, one of the smallest guys on the team at just 5'6", but he's made his presence felt by dominating the face-offs. Won't get that one. Robert James fights. Scott hits the ground. Laptop work good?
Yeah. Bless you. Bless you.
I heard that. Whew. Got 3 minutes to go here in this third quarter. Dragons lead 17-11. It's been a fun game. Got to make sure Army can hold on. Nice save there. Oh. We got an injury. That is the goalkeeper, Jason Dean. He got hit in the back of the head, and he's down. And that would be a big loss for the Dragons. He's been having a great game. We'll see who the replacement is. It looks like number 42, Lewis Cholera, would come in to replace. The Dragons have another goalie. He's okay, though. He's okay. Jason Dean okay for the moment. He's holding on to the ball. Cyrus Fredenikos and Joseph Gull are back into the contest. Vance Dalpy getting set to come in. And they're going to make the switch. Jason Dean is out of the game. Entering the game now will be number 42, Lewis Cholera, freshman out of Columbia, Maryland. Right here in the area, went to Wild Lake High School, one of the local boys on this team. As the medical staff, led by our own Tim Happel, are going to check out Jason Dean and make sure he's okay. Dean's been having a fantastic game today. He has allowed 11 goals, but most of those came in the first half when Army had much of the momentum. Fredenikos picks it up, finds Logan Faust. See if Logan can get involved here. Faust, shot! Oh, that's 6 for Faust! He's got ice in his veins. Logan Faust makes it 6 goals on the day, and it's 18-11. And they're going to put Jason Dean back into the game. Lewis Cholera is out. Jason Dean is back in as the Dragons lead it by 7. What a game. All right, face-off time here. It'll be Isaac Roderick who takes the face-off, as Army just can't get anything going here in this third quarter. Army has scored just 2 goals in this quarter. Big fight here. It's fierce. Scoop it up. Nolan Emmett's got it. He's going to cradle it. Looking. He fires. Oh, bad pass. Wait, never mind. That worked. He's got Faust. Will it be 7? He'll have to wait and hold on. There's a shot and a score! Jamison Smith from deep. 19-11. And the Dragons are just flexing now on Army. Jamison Smith, late addition to the roster, played on the team last year, was not initially on the roster, but got added right before the season started, and he has exerted his dominance here with a big-time score. It'll be Isaac Roderick facing off against Robert James for the face-off, as we've got about 2 minutes, 15 seconds to go in the third quarter. We still have a fourth quarter to go. So this game, this game's getting out of hand. It's not over yet. There's a chance and a shot and a goal! It's Sean Stubbs! Oh my, and now it's 20-11. Dragons are just pouring it on here. As entering the game now for the Dragons, Marcus Jeevy, number 24, is making his first appearance. That's another freshman. He comes to us from right here in Columbia, another local boy out of Wild Lake High School. As it will be James Scott doing face-off duties. I think we're getting to the point of the game where we're going to start seeing some of Howard's bench come out. That's fun. There's a lot of players I'm looking forward to seeing out here. I'm going to call that on Scott, who limped a little bit coming off. He'll be replaced by number 22, Mitchell Dua. It's all good, 2-3. It's all good. Important thing to know here, though, is that even though the Dragons are up 9 points at the moment, this game isn't over yet. This game isn't over. There was Army Prep played yesterday against Anne Arundel, and they had Anne Arundel dead to rights, and the Riverhawks came back and made it a one-score game at the end. So this game isn't over yet. Anything can happen in men's lacrosse. Army looking for a shot, but won't get it. That's good pressure there from Mitchell Dua. There's a shot and a goal for Army Prep. Number 9, Aiden Bross gets the score. Well, just like I said, it ain't over yet, as Army Prep gets a much-needed goal to stem the bleeding, but, man, they had to fight for that. This Army Prep team, which dominated the first 2 quarters, Army Prep was in control of this game for much of the game. They had the possession. They had the momentum. The only thing holding them back was that Logan Faust kept pulling the same move from behind the goal and scoring, and the Dragons were keeping in it. But Army Prep had controlled the flow of this game through the first half. It wasn't until the last few minutes of the second quarter that, as Roderick wins that faceoff, that Howard got back into this and immediately started third. It's been all Dragons. Roderick gets hit in the head. It's been a clean third quarter, by the way. Not a lot of penalties after there were plenty strewn throughout the first half. See if the Dragons can reestablish their 9-point lead. Here's John Stubbs. He's had a fantastic game. Right now, I'd say it's between him and Logan Faust for player of the game. Subs coming in. They're going to sub out Jamison Smith and put in Ian Smith. Dragons passing the ball around here. We got 1 minute to go in this quarter, and we still have a whole fourth quarter to play. Emmett fires. Oh, off the crossbar. Took a nice bounce off the ground before it hit the crossbar there. All right, let's see if the Dragons get a score here. Pesci. 20 seconds. 20 seconds in the third quarter. Stubbs fires. Nice save by the goalkeeper, Fred Swiggle. He's got to scoop that up, and Army's going back. Caden Hawk checking in. Daniel Odell is in for Army. Ethan Dalland is in for Army. Number 20, Anthony Latero is back in for Army. Caden Hawk is back in. And that'll do it for the third quarter. All Dragons, 20-12. We head to the fourth. We'll be right back. Back here at Dragons Turf Field, it's 20 to 12 in favor of the Dragons as they have dominated this second half so far. We've got 15 more minutes to play. Really quick, let's do a quick check-in on some scores here. Softball, we mentioned earlier, was playing a triple header against Richard Bland. It's not going well. 15-4 in favor of Richard Bland right now. The Dragons lost their opener against Fayetteville Tech yesterday, but won the second game, so they split that series. And we will be bringing you live softball coverage throughout the year, starting with their series against Chesapeake. They do have a home series in March against Monroe Bronx, but we will be here at the Cowart Foundation Complex for the upcoming Region 20 tournament. So that's where we'll be during that. And softball coach Shannon Riley has given us her blessing to go ahead with that. She knows the region tournament's going to be big. We're going to need all hands on deck. Softball playing a 4-game series against Monroe Bronx. It's an out-of-conference series. But let's get back to lacrosse because that's the main focus here. It's 20-12 in favor of the Dragons. And so far, Dragons controlling the flow of this second half. Here's Logan Faust looking for an option. I didn't really find one there. He's going to back it up. He goes to number 17. That's Cyrus Ferdenikos, one of the returning sophomores. Very few sophomores on this team, mostly freshmen, but that doesn't seem to have been a hindrance to the Dragons as these freshmen have been phenomenal so far in this opener against Army Prep. And by the way, actually we'll wait on that thought right now as we wait and to see what the Dragons do here. Oh, that's going to be a penalty. No, they're not going to call it. They didn't call anything there for number 22, Mitchell Dua, getting shoved to the ground. As Army on the attack, subs coming in. So, real quick, I'll mention that a week from today, we'll have our second broadcast of the season, and that's going to be a tough one as we're facing off against number 4, Genesee County Community College. That'll be the next game for the Dragons, and that'll be a real tough test. That'll be the first JUCO opponent they face, and that'll be a ranked team. Coach Faust told me this when we talked before the season began. He said, we always want to play the toughest teams in JUCO lacrosse because it prepares us for the region tournament. There's not a lot of teams in JUCO. There are very few teams that field full lacrosse. There are very few programs that field full lacrosse teams. So you really, really want to play the tough ones because you're going to play those same teams in the national tournament if you get an auto bid. The Dragons got a bid last year, despite winning just 3 games. There's a shot and a score by Anthony Latero for Army. And it's only a 7-point game. It's 20-13, so Army's still in this one. Dragons defense trying to lock down. I want to give a quick shout out to one of the more underrated defenders for the Dragons in this game. That's Jackson Shekor, number 50, who's been helping out back there with 46, Jakai Butler. They have been the unsung heroes of this game as they've had some big stops for the Dragons. As we got a face-off here. I just find it very funny. Sorry, James Scott is only 5'6". He's going up against the much taller Robert James, and James Scott has been dominating him tonight. Not that time, though, as Robert James wins that face-off and has a deep pass here. Shot and a score. Uh-oh, Gus Bell scores. And it's a 6-point game. Army getting back into this one. James Scott limping a little bit as he comes off. They're going to send Isaac Roderick in to do the face-off. Another sub coming in as Tyler Malik re-enters for Army. Subs are so hard to keep track of here as James Scott's going to get checked up by Tim Happel. That would be a big loss. Scott has been dominant. Here's Isaac Roderick. I'm not saying that I have favoritism for any player, but considering the fact that Caden Hawk wins that, very nice. Considering I share a name with Isaac Roderick, I guess that makes him my favorite player already. Here's Stubbs. Finds Caden Hawk. Hawk gets it to Faust. Shot off the crossbar, I think. Did he take the shot? No. Faust. Caden Hawk is going to check out. We're going to send in Ian Smith. Smith finds Stubbs. Dragons looking here. We got a whistle. And a turnover here for Army Prep. Nice smack there by Vance Stolpe as he comes out of the game, subbing back in number 14, Joseph Wolf. First time we've seen him today as, oh, an Army player gets hit hard. Stick is down. That's number 15, Ethan Dalland, who got hit hard, and he's down. Army about to send out their medics. Not medics, excuse me, athletic trainers. As we hope that that Ethan Dalland is okay after he took a hard hit there. I didn't see that. I was focused on the sub coming in. Looked up, and he was on the ground. Did you see what happened? Okay. Did you guys see what happened?
He got like smacked.
Oh.
He's trying to go between two people and they just sandwich him.
So Anthony Jami, our fantastic middle in our basketball team, who's helping us out here with the shot clock, just told us that Ethan Dalland got sandwiched between two other guys there. He's clutching his stomach a little bit as he got hit. Well, we'll see if that's a penalty. It doesn't look like it. Just incidental contact, but they'll do a face-off. They'll have a face-off due to the stoppage, I think. No, they will not. They will not. They will not. My apologies. It is Jason Dean who has the ball. He's cradling it. He's going to take it way out. Look at Dean go. Before finally flipping it off to Cyrus Freddenikos. Freddenikos. Going to try go the distance. No, it just shot. No, it was almost there. But Swingle got a stick on it. Army playing way back here. Emmett. Oh, wrong sport. As now we got contact here as Nolan Emmett. Oh, and multiple ones. Nolan Emmett collided with number 9, Aiden Bross. Bross got up, shoved him, and then another Army player came over and attacked Jameson Smith. A hat goes flying. We're going to have a lot of penalties. As there was a lot of non-lacrosse related activity happening there on the far side of the pitch. 3 flags were thrown. 3 flags and a hat. Okay, so let's try and sort this out. It was Nolan Emmett who made Nolan Emmett collided. Nolan Emmett collided with number 9 Aiden Bross to start that. Here we go. I'm gonna jump off real quick so we can hear the ref's call. See what it is. Referee's gonna make the call here. We're gonna hear it. All right, so the refs are going to talk it over a little bit more. Here we go.
See 11? 30 seconds, 11? Okay, 30 seconds, 11.
Dead ball foul. Black. All right, so
on who? That's what I'm trying to say. On who? Both balls.
can you get the black? Who was on the foul black? All right, so let's throw it out here. So they're going to give 30 seconds to Nolan Emmett for the initial contact, and now a minute each for.
Thank you, Brian.
So it's 30 seconds for Nolan Emmett. Change that. That you have it 11 black. Should be 11 white.
I'm 11 white.
Yeah.
So,
So 30 seconds for Nolan Emmett to start, and then a full minute for John Stubbs. And then a full minute, so it's 11 white, 30 seconds. Then 18 black. Yeah, there we go. So 30 seconds for Nolan Emmett for starting that with the initial contact. Number 18, Jack Alpaw for Army came in there and was called for unsportsmanlike contact. That's a minute for him. And a minute for John Stubbs for responding. Whew, everyone got that. Everyone got that. Okay. Yes. So two full penalties, one 30-second penalty. So Howard is still playing him. Is still has somehow out of all that, Howard is the one who is going to pay the price here. Is we got two down. Ooh, that was a mouthful. A lot happened there. Appreciate the refs for spelling that all out. As there's a shot and a score for number 20 Anthony Latero, and it's a 5-point game. And we've still got 38 seconds on those penalties for Howard. Sorry, we got 38 seconds for. We've got 38 total seconds for Howard's penalties. Good, we're good. So, Dragons really need this face-off win from Isaac Roderick, but they don't have a lot of options because they are playing 2 men down. Just one, okay. Yeah, put it back on. So 8 for 11, 8 for 11. Okay. All right, so it is still 2 men down for the Dragons. So this is a crucial face-off, and it looks like they're going to have Ja'Kai Butler, number 46, take the face-off instead of Isaac Roderick. 8 seconds, and they'll release. 8 seconds, and they will release. Dragons lost that. Clock starts. 5 seconds for one release. So that's the 30-second penalty is up for the Dragons, and they will send number 45 Vance Dalpy in. Kind of a wild series of events here. Just to recap, Nolan Emmett got involved in some contact. There was a big pile-up. Fisticuffs began. And now Army, both teams playing even at the moment, with a man down each. Five seconds left on those penalties. And here we go. Dragons are back in. Dragons are 6 in. They'll send in Logan Faust. Dragons have possession. The Dragons are going to get their best attackers out there trying to reestablish this lead. They were up by 9 at the start, up by 8, excuse me. They were up by 8 at the start of the fourth quarter. It's now a 5-point game. Here's Stubbs. Backing up. Need to work here. They still got 30 seconds on the shot clock. Ten minutes to go. Ground ball, fighting for it. Dragons still have it. Mitchell Dua, skiding in, shooting, scoring! Mitchell Dua! That's 2 for Dua. And the Dragons reestablish a little part of their lead, 21-15, as Mitchell Dua gets his second goal of the game. That was big. Dragons needed that. With about 9 minutes to go. Isaac Roderick out there to face off against Robert James. Man, this has been a fun game here for the Dragons. As you see, it's 21-15 here with 9 minutes, 10 seconds to go. Here we go. Subs coming in and out.
no touch here. Like he's not gonna tell you anything.
And we have a little bit of unfortunate news. The first game of the softball's triple-header against Richard Bland, 15-4 Richard Bland victory. Was a rough one. This is the first game the Dragons haven't really looked like themselves this season. Oh well, they got another game coming up. Again, we're looking forward to the start of the softball season. Spring is almost in the air as there's a shot and a score by Jake Martini, and Army right back into a 5-point game. It's 21-16. Dragons have got to hold on for 8.5 minutes. They got to extend the lead here and get some more goals up. One has to wonder if some of these penalties the Dragons have been taking throughout this game have hurt them in any way. They had a big penalty earlier in the first half that they were able to get out of without a score, but they did allow a couple of goals during that last penalty. Dragons will win that faceoff. Roderick scoops it. Oh, no, he doesn't. He missed it, and it's instead scooped up by Latero, number 20. Both teams making subs. Jade McDuffie is in for the Dragons, number 43. Army looking for an opening. Nice behind the back pass, a shot, and a score. Daniel Odell, who's been kind of quiet the second half, has scored 21-17. And Howard takes a much-needed timeout. They need one as they trail by 4. Excuse me, they lead by 4. My bad. Number 11, Daniel Odell gets the job done for Army. It's a 4-point game. We'll take a quick break. We've got 8 minutes to go. All right, we're back, and hopefully the mic got muted for that because there was some strong language coming from the Howard huddle. But that's just what they needed. Coach Eric Faust letting them know they need to play with urgency right now. We cannot let Army get back into this game after we dominated that third quarter. It'll be Roderick taking the face-off. Here we go. Roderick flips it between his legs. Dragons will win that one as it's Nolan Emmett who scoops it up. Dragons need some points here. We need to score some goals. And quick. Get this lead back up here. There's still a lot of time, but that's time that Army could take getting back into this contest. So the Dragons have got to score here. Here's Pesci. Connects with Dua. Dragons looks like I think the Dragons look like they're going to try and kill some of the clock here. They've got a deep shot clock. If they could kill as much of it as possible and still come out at the other end with points, that could help a lot. You just got to hang on. This is the closest Army has been since early in the third quarter. Nice little flip there from Dua over to Stubbs. Stubbs takes a shot, and it was saved. Dragons are getting ready to send in their subs. It'll be McDuffie, and it will be Caden Hawk who come in. Here comes Army. Caden Hawk is in. Latero.
Wow.
Shot. Oh, my God. Oh, wow. Caden Hawk slaps not just the ball, but his stick out of his hands. Wow. Caden Hawk came right off the bench and immediately went full Rambo on Latero. What a play. All right, Dragons looking for a shot here. What a play that was by the veteran, Caden Hawk, the sophomore. Number 31 out of Dover, Delaware. Here's a chance for the Dragons. Stubbs. Shot. Goal. Won't go. Mason Ambrose is back there. Dragons holding on here. Shot. Oh! That's going to be a penalty as Mason Ambrose got trucked by number 8, Jack Bell. The Dragons are going to have a man up. Those rare situations where I think the players forget which sport they're playing. That was a football move. Here comes the call from the official. That's a major penalty. Cross-check to the head by Jack Bell on Mason Ambrose. The Dragons will have a man up. A minute penalty. Perfect. This is what the Dragons need. They need this time with an extra man. Here we go. Joseph Gall will start with possession.
Put the family back to 60.
It's the 60.
No, it's 57. It's 57.
They didn't make no hands. 60 on the penalty, guys.
We're fixing it. It's 57.
Go back to 57. Can you go back to 57? I can change it for you. I think I can.
No, it's the penalty back to 60. Penalty back to 60.
My fault.
The penalty's gone now, yeah.
No.
8. Number 8, full minute. Okay. All right. We fixed it. We had a little bit of a shot clock issue there, but we got it fixed. Faust. Quick shots, Dragons. Trying to get Faust involved here. Goes for a shot there. Stubbs. Pesci fires! Oh, he missed it by inches. It's a good take, though, by Will Pesci. Here we go. Dragons bench getting loud here. Faust. Over. Goal. Got it! Joey Goal! Score! Needed that. Number 12, Joey Gall with the score, and the Dragons back up to a 5-point lead. It's 22-17. Still too close for comfort, but man, Dragons starting to get up here. As Roderick will take the face-off against Robert James. James Scott, by the way, on the sideline getting his knee iced. Hopefully he'll be okay going forward. That's Joey Gall's first goal of the season. He's another sophomore. Didn't get to play a lot last year, but coming out of Igemsville, Maryland, Oakdale High School. One of the taller guys on the team at 6'4". In fact, I think he might be the tallest guy on the team. Dragons will win the face-off. Here's Pesci. Faust. And there goes the Dragons' man-up advantage. They're going to release number 8, Jack Bell. He comes screaming in there. Dragons still have possession. Joey Goal with the ball. Ooh, Goal fighting hard. That's going to be a penalty by 4. As we have a penalty here. Robert James was responsible. 30 seconds. for Robert James on a hold.
Get in there.
He just whispered. He just said up here to the booth. My first name's James. Ref's gonna pick up his flag. Dragons with a man up, and with about 4.5 minutes, would love to get a score here. Try and extend their lead a bit more. By the way, haven't had a chance to mention it. Fantastic crowd out here for opening day. It's great to see everybody coming out here on this cold day here in Columbia, Maryland for the season opener for Dragons Lacrosse. It's been a fun game so far. Here's Logan Faust. Oh, off the corner. Ball still loose. Army has it. I wanted 7 from Faust so bad. All right, Army. Coming back, they're going to send Jamo Smith in, number 2, and they're going to say Jayton McDuffie, number 43 in. Now one of the refs telling one of the Dragons coaches to back up. That's Alec Chisholm for the Dragon. That's Coach Alec Chisholm for the Dragons. Penalty was released. Another sub coming in for the Dragons. For the Black Knights, excuse me.
Hey, go! Let's go, J-Mo! Hey, let's go, G! J-Mo, don't tell me! Pick it up,
Oh,
J-Mo!
nobody said the release.
Latero looking for an opening. Loose ball. Loose ball. Scooped up. And we do have a penalty, it looks like.
You said white who? 60, but white who? 14?
Jalen, who was that on? That's on the team. So it's an illegal procedure penalty on the team.
Wait, but who's sitting now? 20?
And then number 20 will sit for the Dragons, Mason Ambrose. So Mason Ambrose will take the penalty for the Dragons. It's an illegal procedure penalty against Howard. And now, Dragons don't need this. A man down situation here late in the 4th quarter when they lead only by 5. Army looking for an opening. Dragons bench getting loud. Shot won't go. Wide. Dragons fight for it. The long stick middies just pounding Army's Gus Bell. Dragons will send one back out and off the crossbar and a score for number 4, Robert James. Right at the end of the penalty, Army gets a goal. It's a VAR situation. If that was soccer, that was right off the crossbar. It's like a couple World Cups ago. There was I think it was France who scored a goal like that, where it was off the top of the crossbar, just over the line, and they had to use VAR. So that kind of was. Diego probably knows what I'm talking about. Yeah.
That's goal line technology.
Goal line technology. Okay. All right. Well, I was somewhat there. Roderick for the face-off. This is big. Need it. Need it. Need it. Need it. Kicks it out. Cyrus Freddenikos with the ball, I think. It might be Nolan Emmett. And he gets checked. That's Emmett, and he gets checked. Out of bounds. That should be Army ball. 2 minutes, 11 seconds to go.
Go, Bob!
2 minutes left. Army with possession. They trail by 4. Dragons have looked very, very impressive today. Dragons get a good stop there. That's number 14, Joseph Wolf. Dragons need a dagger shot here. Faust. Looking tricky.
shot clock is under 20 seconds.
Good
But they
possession.
could shoot and they could still score. Like, they could. Even if you don't score. Yeah, but like said that don't shoot. Don't shoot, yeah. Exactly. Say that. Plus, like the time that
3, 2,
like you just shoot it the ball.
1 minute to go. 1 minute left. It's a 22-18 game, 4-point game. The Dragons are trying to kill as much clock as possible. This might 30 seconds. There's a shot and a score! Will Pesci with the dagger, and that should do it. Barring a miracle, the Dragons may have just sealed up their first win of the season on opening day. What a shot by Will Pesci to wrap things up. 43 seconds to go, 5-point game. Army's going to need to move heaven and hell to get back into this one.
I know, that's all I was saying. That's what I said too.
I'll do a correction. First regular season game of the year. We did have a couple preseason games, so I'll as Isaac Roderick will take the face-off. Seconds ticking down. Legal procedure called. There's a face-off violation there is called against Howard. Subs are coming in real quick. Army trying desperately here to get a shot off, and they will get a quick score as Daniel Odell scores off the pass from Gus Bell. And it's back to a 4-point game, but with just 30 seconds left. Hold everything, not over yet. In the words of, if you know, you know. What's up?
It's all good.
Okay. In the words of longtime sports broadcaster Larry McReynolds, reach up there and pull those belts tight one more time. It's not over yet. 30 seconds left, 4-point game. Howard's got it. Trying to keep it away. Got to kill clock. They're going to hold. Last sub's going in. Final seconds ticking down. And it looks like the Dragons are going to hold on to this one. Final seconds down. Opening day win. The Dragons get the job done. 23-19. They win it. What a game. That will do it.
There we go. Another fill.
The Dragons with the big win against Army Prep, avenging their opening day loss from last year. 1-0 to start the season for the Dragons. That's going to be and a lot of momentum. A great game here. We had a great game on opening day. It was a fun back and forth first half. Dragons had that big rally in the third. They pulled out to a 9-point lead. It looked like this game was going their way. Army came roaring back, but the Dragons held on. I'm going to award 2 player of the games right now. My pick for player of the game goes to Logan Faust. 6 goals in his debut. Phenomenal job for him. Also, we'll give a big shout out to Caden Hawk on that monster defensive play to break up what could have been an Army scoring opportunity. I'll give him defensive player of the game. He had a great job. With that being said, we're going to wrap things up here. Next Sunday, the Dragons take on Genesee Community College, their first ranked opponent of the year. That's the 4th ranked team in the nation. That's going to be a huge early season test for the Dragons. We will go ahead and wrap things up here, folks. For all of us here at Howard Community College, we thank you for tuning in today as the Dragons get the job done, winning it 23-19. We're going to go ahead and sign off. This is the big man on the mic, Isaac Donsky, saying goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, everybody. We will see you next time.